Do you remember the 21st night of September? Because I don't, all days just sort of blend together, but September is indeed coming around the corner, which means we have new Nintendo Switch games to talk about. There's actually a lot of stuff coming out this upcoming month, from smaller indie games, third-party games, and first-party games. So today's video, we're going to talk about all those games that are coming out that I think have some potential. If you have some suggestions that I missed in my video, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Help out your fellow man, woman, person in the comments who's looking for games. But without any further ado, let's get into the list of games. Kicking things off on September 1st, we have a game called Anno Mutation M, which is a game that I had never heard of, honestly. I had no idea what this was, but it seemed like it was a game that's released on the PlayStation platforms. Got some pretty good reviews, and looking at the trailer of this game, I kind of like what I see. It, of course, has that sort of cyberpunk aesthetic, which is very popular in games right now, but I like the whole sort of transitioning between 2D and 3D segments within the game. I think the artwork of it looks really nice, and the combat looks really cool as well. It's kind of like a hack and slash side-scrolling game when it comes to the combat, but you could traverse these areas in a 3D manner. Like I said, this game came out on the PlayStation platforms. It seemed to get some pretty solid reviews, so this could be a potential hidden gem for the month of September for Nintendo Switch owners. The game is called Anno Mutation M, and it comes out on September 1st. On September 2nd, we have two new fighting games coming to the Nintendo Switch, the first of which is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. Now, this is a remake of a game that I believe released during the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era. It is a fighting game involving the characters from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime, which I know nothing about, but sometimes I'm able to look past things like that as long as the fighting in the game is actually good, and this game does look very cool. You know, I do like what's going on here. I don't know, I might check it out. I don't know how much of the anime I really need to know in order to enjoy this game, but I do know that a lot of people are looking forward to this game, so I figured I would give it a mention as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R comes out on September 2nd. The other game on September 2nd is a game called Lego Brawls. It's essentially Smash Brothers where you make your own Lego character. I'm gonna be real with you, the Lego company is very particular about using trailers of their games, so I'm not gonna give them too much shine in this because I don't want this video to get claimed. September 2nd, you're getting JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R, you're getting Lego's Brawl, so some cool stuff there. On September 6th, we have two games for fans of Pokemon and fans of Animal Crossing. The first of which is Temtem. Now, Temtem is like Pokemon with like an MMO aesthetic to it. You know, it's a game that you're supposed to play with friends and play with people online, and you're basically collecting different characters and battling them like you would do in a Pokemon. This game has been in development for quite a while, and I guess this is like the 1.0 version of the game. You know how that early access stuff works. I try not to pay attention to early access stuff because I feel like when a video game comes out, like that's when the video game comes out. You don't have to do this early access nonsense, but whatever. Temtem does have a pretty cult following, so this could be a really fun game on the Nintendo Switch to play until Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet come out. And also on September 6th, if you're a fan of Animal Crossing and you like Disney, Disney's Dreamlight Valley is coming out, and I mean, pretty much Animal Crossing with Disney characters. It's something that I will probably not play, but I understand that not every game is going to appeal to me. There is a larger audience out there. September 6th, Temtem and Disney's Dreamlight Valley. Maybe you'll be interested in one of these two games. On September 8th, Bullets Per Minute is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and this is actually a really cool looking game. It's a first-person shooter, so when you look at it, you're kind of like, oh, that's generic. But everything is based on rhythm within this game. You have to shoot with the rhythm of the music. You have to reload your gun with the rhythm of the music, and it gives you benefits by doing this. I like the aesthetic of it. I like everything I've seen from this game. I do know that this game came out on some other platforms previously, but I'm looking forward to this. I might actually end up picking this game up and checking it out because of just, I don't know, morbid curiosity. I'm a fan of first-person shooters. What can I say? The Nintendo Switch definitely isn't the best system for the first-person shooter game, but hey, when something comes out in that genre for the Switch, I tend to give it a look. So on September 8th, Bullets Per Minute will be hitting the Switch. On September 9th, NBA 2K23 is hitting all platforms, including the Switch, and I mean, it's NBA 2K23. I like the franchise. I like basketball. It's my favorite sport, so I end up picking it up every year. It is kind of curious that we haven't really seen all that much from this game, and I'm not just talking about the Switch version of the game, I'm talking about all versions of the game. 2K has been very quiet beyond just, hey, we're adding in the Michael Jordan stuff once again, since it's 2K23 and Michael Jordan was number 23. So, you know, that's going to be fun to revisit, even though if you've been playing NBA 2K20 or the NBA 2K series for a while, you would remember that this was a common thing in the Jordan edition that we've previously gotten, but whatever. I'm curious to see what they've done to the gameplay. Have they fixed things like the My Career mode, which is essentially, you know, just get badges and spend money in order to make a freaking shot in the game? That will be interesting to see, but NBA 2K23 will be hitting all platforms, including the Switch, on September 9th. Also on September 9th, we have arguably the biggest game of the month, and that is Splatoon 3. Now, I mean, it's Splatoon. We've been seeing a lot from this game. We, of course, got a Splatoon Direct to showcase the game. We saw all the new game modes, all the single-player stuff, all the new weapons being added into the game. I don't understand why people think, oh, this could have just been DLC. Like, no, it really couldn't. There's new gameplay mechanics. There's better visuals in this game using the AMD Fidelity FX stuff that we've talked about in previous videos. There's a lot of things going on with this game that would make this game not be able to be DLC. And the whole point of a sequel is to build upon what you did in the previous game and then, like, make it better. This isn't a reboot. This isn't, you know, a remake or anything like that. It's essentially a sequel. There's nothing wrong with sequels. I don't get this mentality from some people. I think Splatoon 3 looks fantastic. I cannot wait to play this game and play online and hopefully beat up some little kids. So Splatoon 3, September 9th, I'll see you on the battlefield. The next game on this list is arguably the strangest game on this list, and that is XIII Remake, which is essentially a XIII Remake. You see, 13 came out back in the GameCube era and was a really fun game. A lot of people loved it. The cel-shaded graphics were kind of becoming a popular thing at that time. And then they remade this game, and it was completely broken. It was supposed to come out on the Switch. They ended up delaying the Switch version of the game indefinitely. But this is like essentially a re-release of the remake that they've already made, but they made it better. Instead of just doing a patch, they actually redid the whole game. I don't know, it's super confusing. This just screams bargain bin to me because of the fact that they already screwed this game up once, and it's like, well, what about those people who bought it on day one? Very strange situation, but I'm kind of hopeful. I think this could be a fun game. So XIII Remake on September 13th, yeah, you might want to check it out. I like monkeys. I don't really like islands, but Return to Monkey Island is a very popular point-and-click adventure game, and the new game, Return to Monkey Island, is coming to the Switch on September 19th. A lot of people don't like the graphical style of this game. Like, people are super pissed, and like the dude who made the game had to like deactivate his Twitter because people were bothering him so much. Like, that's kind of weirdo shit. Like, that's weirdo behavior. That's sociopath behavior, because if you met the creator of Monkey Island, you're not going to say this to his face. Like, you know, if you don't like the graphics, like, that's fine. I thought, you know, this was a series sort of based on the writing and the gameplay more so. It was very popular on the PC for point-and-click adventure fans. I'm not a point-and-click adventure fan for the most part, so I'm going to be skipping this game. But, you know, if you don't like it, you don't have to like threaten the dude who made it. Return to Monkey Island returns, or comes for the first time, to the Nintendo Switch on September 19th. The game that should have been a Final Fantasy Tactics game is coming to the Switch on September 22nd with the Dialfield Chronicle. I haven't been following this game all that much because, I don't know, you know, I love strategy. The thing is, I used to love strategy RPGs. You know, Shining Force 3 is one of my favorite games on the Sega Saturn, but just something has happened along the years. I guess it's just like the time sink and the time management you had to put into this game that just makes me not super interested in new ones anymore. But the Dialfield Chronicle, it's essentially Final Fantasy Tactics, like just with different characters and a different coat of paint. I think it looks really good. I might end up checking it out if my curiosity gets the best of me. It's a good game, and you know, it's a good looking game, and this style of game is becoming more and more popular, it seems like. So I'm all here for the rise of strategy RPGs, even though I might not get a chance to play them. The Dialfield Chronicle, September 22nd. Another sort of under-the-radar game is a game called Serial Cleaners, which comes out on September 22nd. In my research of this video, honestly, this was one of the more interesting-looking games. I like what's going on here. Essentially, like, 4 friends meet at a bar on the night of December 31st, 1999, and, like, they have to, like, take out people. It's a weird style game. It's definitely a strange sort of style game. You got to kill people and then essentially clean up after you kill the people. But I like that. There's a good stealth mechanic to this game. You got to avoid the cops and stuff like that. Like, the trailer really piqued my interest in this. And this was a game that I wasn't following. I wasn't super familiar with it, but I think this, much like Anno, has really hidden gem potential, just sort of flying under the radar, but could end up being a really good game. Serial Cleaners on September 22nd. And on September 27th, we have Legend of Heroes Trials from Zero, which is an offshoot of the Legends of Heroes Trials series that's more of like a little bit cutesy stuff. It's more of a traditional JRPG. This actually released, I believe, I want to say on the PSP. It could have been the PS Vita. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section down below. But it's another solid RPG. It's another RPG to beef up the Nintendo Switch RPG catalog, because we all know that it desperately needs it. But once again, I think this game, like the Dialfield Chronicle, has a lot of potential. I think it's going to hit a mark with RPG fans. And I mean, really, you're eating so well, RPG fans, on the Nintendo Switch, you're probably becoming obese, but there's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy these games. Enjoy these games that you are looking forward to. So Legend of Heroes Trials from Zero, kind of almost rhymes, September 27th. All right, so those are the games of September for the Nintendo Switch. Of course, we have the whole looming potential Nintendo Direct situation. Is there going to be one this month? Is there not going to be one this month? Will there be games that are announced there? Stealth drops of games? Who really knows? It's starting to get exciting, though. Video games are starting to get exciting and fun again, which, I mean, I don't know, it's just gonna be kind of boring this year to me, I feel, but I like new surprises. I like new announcements. I like the fun aspect of it. So I feel like the Nintendo Direct could potentially bring that fun, but will it even happen? Who knows at this point? But let me know in the comments section down below what games you plan on picking up, if you're going to pick up any of these games, and, you know, what games I might have missed out on. Like I said, I can't cover every single game that exists out there, so let me know some other games in the comments that I should have my eyes on. Let your fellow brethren watching this video also know. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit that bell notification as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.